All right. So, again, this is how this collective feels about your person. Go this entire reading because this is specific. So I got illumination, sign you've woken up about this person. True discovery, awakening, you've woken up. Workplace affair, and then too late right here. That's where I'm saying, I think truly, I said this in whatever part, this collective, I think you're really over the label. I think you're starting to think that maybe this is some weird trauma bond. And in any sort of way, and again, I really do feel like you both are divines based on the way I've been feeling of this reading. But the beautiful lesson of what I see that is coming, that's what I'm saying, you have a lesson to confront when it comes to this person. Even though this is a lesson of telling this person no and setting up boundaries, you know, it's going to make you realize, oh, we are twins, we are divines. It's that balance, see, but it's beautiful. Let me do one more. Let me do one for that workplace affair. What is going on? And again, don't make these details fit. Okay, the massive regrets right here, but this is how you feel towards this person. Okay, then backstab. Ooh. You know, I brought up my Grubhub's here. 1 second. All right, so as far as I got my Grubhub, so sorry right there. So I was talking about that workplace affair. I'm going to do one more for that because I feel like... Oh, okay, and then living in the moment right there. I have to make it clear because I want to make sure if this, I don't feel like this was like infidelity or cheating exactly, but I do feel like there was possibly some emotional cheating. Maybe it was somebody at this person's work that they knew very much close to, and maybe when things ended off with you, they directly went into some form of dynamic within them. But I feel like with this person, they've never really had long-lasting relationships after you. Again, don't make these details fit because I hate when people are like, yeah, but that's not what happened, okay? It's not, you know, that's not what's happening. I think that you've always hoped that this person's had regrets about the situation. I don't think they've ever came in and had that difficult conversation with you, I'm going to be honest. But again, you've always excused it. And even if it wasn't right after the breakup, I feel like thunder. It's been thundering a lot here. Sign. Yeah, funeral. That's what I'm saying. It's like your person has this person has a tendencies to get in relationships before they could really begin. If that makes all this makes any sense. Okay, but too late. A queen bee. That's what I'm saying. You're standing in your shit. And then GPS right there. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could really be at a distance with this person. I think that you're trying to keep your distance from this person. I think maybe for part of you, that's what I'm saying. I brought up the whole social media and you used to kind of stalk this person. I think you've kind of knocked that off. And I think maybe you have learned to distance yourself. You know, let me see what else is going on. Illumination. Thug. That's thunder, but that sounded weird. 1 second. It's just thundering like crazy. But then I got mirroring at the bottom of the deck. And every time I look at this thug card, I kind of look at that as like kind of feeling numb, having some form of mask on. That's what I feel like you are waking up to of, oh, I've pointed my finger at my person for so long for wearing a mask, for being numbed out, when I've in my own right done the same thing. I'm not seeing things at face value. You've woken up to that when it comes to this person. But I also feel like you do look at them also as well as, I can't have my union until they take this mask off. If they would open up their emotions towards me, we could actually get progress, but they can't do that. So... But that's what I'm saying, memories. I feel like in a way you're going down memory lane, and you have been for the past couple of weeks at least. That's where, like I go this whole reading. Thunder, again, as I'm saying, I'm going to be saying this a lot. Of all the times this person, the red flags essentially were there. And you didn't see that because you loved them. They were your twin flame, you know. But again, you don't want your twin flame. You want your counterpart. But you walk it up to that. Let me do a few more. Okay, for storm, storming right now. Storms are very significant. I brought up weather. So I got fake busy, praying, and then first storm right here. 1 second. There is honestly with this spread, again, this is how you feel towards this person. It's not so much about this person. I think all of this is a reflection of yourself because of this person. I've noticed that with this spread. It's not too much of how I think of them. I think you are very aware of the past. I think you are very aware that they still have a mask on. But I think this is more about you. You've kind of always known when they were on their dumb BS, you would still do that. I hope you come back. I hope this. And you would, and this fake busy, that's what I'm saying. You never detach from this person. You would always do the, well, I'm just going to like literally be fake busy until they come back. But you never detached from it because there is a difference. It's starting to pour rain now. Huh. This is interesting. This could come in literally during a thunderstorm is what I'm hearing for some of you. But unfortunately, you know you've always learned the hard way. You've always had a storm with this person. You never had your union. And now you're at this point of something's got to change. It's not working. It stopped raining. It like poured and then now it stopped. That's what I'm saying. This could come in during a thunderstorm. The storms are very significant. I'm hearing if you're a little, witchy person, you could be a storm witch is what I'm hearing. You thrive on, thunderstorms. What I'm hearing, it relaxes you. This weather could relax you. You feel safe though right now. And that's kind of where, because it's a thunderstorm, but I feel like right now, I'm not gonna lie, I just want to crawl into bed. And maybe that's how you feel during it right now. You just feel safe. And that's how you're feeling in this connection. You're not worried about what this person's going to do. You're not worried when they're going to text you, what they're going to do. I know what I need to do. But you know that every time you invited this person in, when they're in their devil and seven of swords moment, you've always learned the hard way. Haven't you? Because maybe in the past you've always gone in your head doing this has to be our union. Yeah, fairy tale. In a nice way, you've always lived in a fairy tale with this person. Well, they love me, they have to come back. They did this, so they have to feel this way. No. You're breaking free from illusions. In a subtle way, how can you expect this person to love you and respect you if you never reciprocated that for yourself? Now you are with that queen bee. And this is not going to be an overnight fix. This person still has to go through some mask layers, some third-party clearing. I brought that up for a reason. These people could still very much be... See, now it's like light rain. It's so peaceful out there. And that's exactly... Hold on one second. I'm going to show you real quick. Hear that? See how soothing that sounds? I feel like that's exactly this energy that this collective's embodying right now. This. Just a light thunderstorm and rain. Not too chaotic, but not sunny and bright either. This weather is exactly how I think this collective is. Again, not too chaotic where you're destroying things, but you're not like sunny and roses and sunshine either. It's just that little bit of chaos and that little bit of calm. That's exactly how I feel this collective is going through. Okay, now let me switch it up a bit. Now I want to see, how does this person feel about you? And I'm going to be honest, this part may be triggering because I don't think it's like I said, I think this collective, again, you're aware about it. I really think you are in your own subtle way. But I just don't think, like I said, they've ever shown you. They could feel that. And that's another thing, maybe the excuse. Well, I know they feel this way about me. Okay, feeling and showing you is two different things. I feel like their feelings are going to be completely different the way that they're going to portray to you. But let's just see, how's this person feel about you? How's this? Okay, are you kidding me? Left you hanging. A sign. I said in whatever part, this person could have habit of ghosting you all the time or just ignoring you, and things got too intense. Bye. And you'd be like, ugh, love, hate, and then drinking. Toxic lifestyle. Sign. I just said this person's got to go through some stuff. I think they're still in their devil energy. I really do. I think they want their cake and eat it too. Massive regrets. It's there, but it's not there. Does that make any sense? Let me do one more for this row. Under pressure, anxiety, time's running out. Wow. Love-hate right there. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you got a lesson coming in because they're literally under pressure about it. I think in a subtle way, you have removed that mask layer that your ways weren't working. Hence what I've been talking about this whole reading. They're understanding their ways aren't working, but they're resisting it. You see what I'm saying? So what are they going to do? They're going to come to the one person that's always been their safety net. Let me do one for that love-hate. Reckless love. I'm going to be honest, and this is something you may not be aware about. I think this